So, got myself a drink. The question is, what do I test next? What do I test next? So, so things that were crashing my rig before that we know were an issue. Frostpunk would occasionally crash my rig. I couldn't stream Path of Exile 2. Path of Exile 2, I don't think the problem is going to be just my rig on that one. Since one, it's early access, and two, I know I need to move Path of Exile over to a solid state drive, and I just don't have the room for it in my main. So I currently have it on a hard drive. I can do it, but I have to upscale from like 720 to 1080 to make it playable. And it looks a little poopy. Well, that's only until I can get myself another NVMe stick. Is the great thing about the new motherboard that I have is it has two NVMe sticks in it. So there's a chance there. Now, there is a technical issue that's going on with the motherboard. For some reason, it is only reading one of the two RAM sticks right now. I think I might know why. Gonna have to take a look at that later, though, and talk with someone. But let's try Frostpunk, see how it goes, and go from there. All right. And then I'll probably, after playing Frostpunk for about an hour, I will probably switch over. We'll try some Path of Exile 2, see how it handles running that. But I'm hoping that it's going to be running everything, somewhat better. And I just got a DM from someone. Reen, why are you... Why that clip, Reen? Okay, then. Alrighty, then. We're just gonna move on. We're just gonna move on. Reen sent me a clip for another VTuber. The title is "Come Into My Office," and I'm like, all right. Small area, balanced resources. Let's try that. Small area, balanced resources. Geothermal prevalent. I think the Thinkers faction is probably one that I enjoy because they open up certain avenues early on that make management easy. The Thinkers and the Foragers, but I can't get the Thinkers and the Foragers in the same faction group. I know that they have specific factions, and I've met all the factions in the game now. But I think that there could definitely be more. All right. So, folks, since I'm switching games right now, I need you to let me know if you see any problems, if you see any hiccups or anything like that, anything that looks a little weird, let me know. Hanging rock. Alright. We will build a bright future. Okay. Just gotta pause it real quick. Smooth as butter. We have a little crag in here that we can use for housing. There we go. That'll give us 40 heat, 10 extra shelter. With the shelter we're having already has 20 in it. That'll give us 30 shelter, so that's a no-brainer for our start. This also gives us some shelter. So that almost gives us the same. So that'll go ahead and help us get... Between those two, that's 60 shelter. So that's a good start there. Now... I'm going to start into here. And we're going to start with that. Now, right now, the graphics recommended this. I don't know why it has it automatically set on quality on some of these and won't let me adjust them. I think I'll have to go ahead and go into some of the settings to see that. But it looks lovely. I mean, it looks like Frostpunk. You're not seeing any green verdant fields in Frostpunk. You were looking for that. You're wrong game. Waiting for the frost breaking to finish, then we're going to go ahead and go in here. We're in a starting extraction area. And this is just to go and get those prefabs out of the ground. And then we are going to branch on up over the coal over here. That's going to help us going forward. Oh, shit. Should have gotten you already going. Whoops. Okay. Okay. And that'll go and give me, between those two expansions, 10 extra shelter. Alright. and it's always hitched here a little bit as it loads in this cutscene, but I'm gonna let the cutscene play out entirely. And all right, no hitching whatsoever. All right, I am gonna go in here. I'm worried that the audio might be a little too quiet for you. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that up a little bit so you can hear it easier. Because it's coming through quiet for me. Now, we're gonna go in here. Society. We need something that's going to work. Mostly against. If I do this, I will grant you an agenda. Mandatory schools for an agenda grant.
The votes are in. The measure passes.
And then I grant you the agenda. So whatever comes through the council next is the Lord's choice to vote on.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. Now, I need the first civilization that I come across to be a forager civilization for the new faction. So, in order to do that, there's one thing that I have to do, and that's just because the foragers will give me a sub-faction that is just will trigger the appropriate generator upgrade that lets me take advantage of geothermal. Right now, hello. Mouse respawn. There we go. Right now, the generator upgrade I get is not going to be what I want. So, but this will give me the coal that I need to start with. That'll get us some food to start with.
Children caught idling during school hours will be punished.
Okay. There we go. And the reason why we're frostbreaking that is building materials there. There's building materials there. This one's just closer. There's some materials over here, and this is an infinite source, which is great. I'll get to that eventually. Right now, this is with everything else over here. These are just big, large deposits that I can use for a while. What do you want? Ceremonial funerals. Sure. We can do ceremonial funerals. It's not great.
Hear ye, hear ye. The delegates have spoken.
Basically,
the
less
law
tension
takes
caused
effect.
by people passing. Because people are given the proper time to mourn. Okay.
A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
Raise funds. That is the reason why I had you bridge an agenda, so I could go ahead and have you chip money into research. Because we need it. Now we're going to go ahead and go over here. The last few of those. Extraction. There we go. Okay. Alright. And we are low on funds and coal now. That's fine. Industrial. I'm just gonna pop you right there. Because we gotta be able to make goods. This will get us materials. This will get us food. This will get us goods. We can now do research. Sweet. Yeah. Alright, idea tree. No. See, this is the only thing. Oil. No, we don't want that. Yeah, everything that you're research now is of a specific path, and we just need to go. So we'll go with the blossom lines. Start with. Alright. Okay, so this is not producing near enough food. This is not producing enough coal.
One of our oldest citizens has passed away. All are invited to pay their respects at the funeral.
Okay. There we go. Move that up and running. So we have 3 spare housing. We have a deficit on materials and on we're researching into coal. Now, this is why I don't want to go up in here. It's just gonna be So expensive heat-wise. There's a stray bit of materials clear over there. It's like, nah. Nah. Meanwhile... Okay. Survival. Kudos. Forges. I would like to negotiate with the thinkers. If I do this, I will research teaching hospitals next.
Hear ye, hear ye. The votes are in. The measure passes.
And that makes our food need a little bit easier. So then I'm going to go ahead and go into this, negotiate the lords. I will do patrol watchtowers for you. If we can get durable goods on them.
The eyes have it.
Now the mechanists are not going to be happy because of that. But that's fine. And you got that push into adaptation.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
Now we're going to go here. Extraction site.
The delegates have reached a decision. A new law takes hold.
So now we're positive on goods. Once this gets up, see, this produces, you know, a certain amount of materials every day from the extraction district. This will go ahead and pull in a bit more. Funds, and I have a promise to research. This is the first promise I made. That's what we'll do. Extraction, blasting coal mines to deal with the coal problem. There we go. And we're now positive on materials. And now we're positive on coal. Bingo, bango, bongo, welcome to the Congo. Now, if I put a fuel stockpile here, that will decrease the amount of employees needed.
Do not succumb to wasteful fashion. A well-made coat is always in style.
I think we probably nestle, there's only so much space in here. Needs to give us a little bit more headway in here. Because we're going to have a population increase here a little bit. And having only 3 open spots for people seems a little dour. Outsiders. Affecting population growth. Alright. City. Outsiders. Accept all outsiders. Negotiate with you. Let's go for 4. And... we can grant an agenda on you. Except all outsiders.
The votes are in. The measure passes. A law has passed in the council. Take heed.
So, we have equality, reason, as well as tradition and adaptation. I'm looking, again, for one of the special factions to come in to be adaptation. Because that's going to give me the